Tracy Mulvaney.
Here.
Mr. William Knepper, absent. Mrs. April Walters.
Here.
Mrs. Barbara Sipler.
Here.
Mrs. Bonita Barbush, absent. Mr. Tyree Harris.
Here.
Mr. Ryan Binder.
Here.
Attorney Chris Slusser.
Here.
Mr. Dan Malloy.
Here.
And Eva Chiara, student representative.
So student recognition, the senior of the month is our very own Ava Saheda. Ava Saheda, daughter of Joseph and Brenda Esposito, Weatherly, has been named Senior of the Month for September at Weatherly Area High School. Ava serves as president of the class of 2025, vice president of the Weatherly High School chapter of the National Honor Society, vice president of FBLA, and secretary of the Interact Club. She is a member of the Science Olympiad, Teens Against Tobacco Use, and SGA, as well as the cheerleading and softball teams. In the community, Ava volunteers her time with various service activities such as Trunk or Treat, the annual Scrabble tournament, the Weatherly Festival, the Weatherly Hill Climb, and the Tweedle Park cleanup. Ava also serves on the Student Action Committee for Can Do and is a student representative for the Weatherly Area School Board. Ava is employed by Whitewater Challengers in Weatherly. Sponsors for the month of September are the Weatherly Area Education Association and the Weatherly Area High School Alumni Association. Ava Saheda.
Thank you, Mr. Kimmel. Now I'm going to be recognizing the middle school students of the month for September. This award is based on academic achievement, attendance, extracurricular involvement, and service to the school and community. Hayden Suvik, son of Victoria and Joshua Yarnell, is the 6th grade student of the month. Hayden is a member of the school band and science club. Mackenzie Clem, great niece of Tony Resnitsky, is the 7th grade student of the month. She was a member of the Weatherly Softball League, a member of SGA, and is going to play middle school girls basketball. Elizabeth DeJaneiro, daughter of Paul and Erin DeJaneiro, is the 8th grade student of the month. Elizabeth plays soccer, softball, and runs cross country. Elizabeth is also a member of the science club, math counts, band, chorus, SGA, and is a cheerleader.
2024, from 6:40 PM to 7:15 PM for personnel purposes. Public comments on board agenda items only. Susan Wentzler. Floor is yours.
What, I'm sorry, what did you
The
say?
floor is yours.
Oh, we're not doing this afterwards, like, at the end of the meeting?
Let me clarify with you. So is this on something that's on our board agenda, or is this something otherwise?
It's otherwise.
Okay.
And we'll wait till the end.
After that.
Personnel recommendations approved with one motion, board discretion. Number 5, acknowledge family medical leave for employee number 768, beginning November 18, 2024, with a return date of January 6, 2025.
I make a motion for 5, 6, 7. About 5 through 10.
I'll second.
I think Marla did.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me. Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Superintendent's report?
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get Mr. Mulvaney.
Yes.
Superintendent's report, number 11, approve the following use of facilities as listed. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Number 12, approve the first reading of the following policies as listed. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Motion passes. Financial report, business manager report, item number 13, approve the arbiter pay agreement as presented for use by the district athletic department for payment of referees and umpires. Have a motion?
Move.
Second.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Ms. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 14, approve the Amazon Business Prime subscription to alleviate your shipping costs, improve discount levels, and improve shipping time on orders. That is the lower level 10 user price at $349 per year. Do I have a motion in a second?
A motion.
Second.
You said that was what, 349?
$349, yes. I'm sorry, who was the first?
Mrs. Sipler.
Oh. Okay. Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
And Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 15, approve the purchase estimate for J.C. Small Engine for zero-turn diesel 72-inch mower, purchase price $23,266.77. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Ms. Sipler?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Just to clarify, Kate, KJ, you said that's gonna be used for other things other than just cutting grass, correct?
Correct, yes.
Item number 16, approve the energy technologies estimate to complete the preventative maintenance to the 6 district heat boilers, cost of $4,590. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Or a second?
Second.
And that's the cost for 4 of them, 2 of them they owe us?
Yes.
Okay. And those kits, they're not 500 apiece, they're 100 apiece?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
Yeah, $603 for all 6 of them.
okay.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Ms. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 17, approve the transition of district banking to Mott Chunk Trust as outlined. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
Mrs. Sipler?
No price change, right?
No.
Okay.
Better interest.
Okay.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 18, approve the 1-year training contract for connected building service agreement as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 19, elect the following PSBA officers, leadership positions: Sabrina Backer as a 2025 president-elect, Matt Benoit as a 2025 vice president, Paulie Arnold as a 2025 through 2027 PSBA Eastern Zone representative, David Hine, 25-26 Section E2 advisor, and Nathan G. Maines, Richard Frericks, and William S. Lakoff as 25 through 2027 PSBA insurance trustees. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 20, approve the agreement between the Weatherly Area School District and Christopher B. Slusser, Esquire, and the Slusser Law Firm, a solicitor for the school district from 11/1/2024 through 10/31/2027.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 21, approve the resolution directing Carbon County not to collect 2024-2025 delinquent taxes.
Can I make a motion for 21 and 22?
Second.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 23, approve the minutes from the September 4th, 2024 caucus meeting and September 11th regular meeting.
Move.
Second.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mrs. Sipler?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Ms. Mulvaney?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Motion passes. Approve, item number 24, approve the September 2024 treasurer report for filing.
Make a motion for 24 and 25?
Ms. Walters?
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler?
Yes.
Mr. Connors?
Yes.
Mr. Jacoby?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Reports from board committees, personnel policy. Nancy, do you have anything? I know,
No.
Bonnie's not here. Athletic, Ryan?
Alrighty, so fall sports seasons are winding down. There's been a marked improvement by our athletes as the seasons have progressed. Homecoming weekend saw an impressive wins for our teams. Our volleyball team defeated Lincoln Leadership Friday, September 27th, and our boys soccer team defeated Marion Catholic 6-3 on Saturday, September 28th. The volleyball team has defeated Lincoln Leadership for a second time and followed with another victory over Williams Valley. The boys soccer team battled Schuylkill Haven on October 8th to a 3-2 overtime loss. Schuylkill Haven is currently the #1 seed in District 11 for Class A. The girls soccer team has continued to show tremendous effort in every game despite their low numbers. They lost a close 3-2 game against Marion on September 21st, despite being down a player for the entire game. The boys cross country team has a huge victory over Marion Catholic on 9/21 at the away team's homecoming weekend. The boys team defeated the Colts on their home course. They will be competing in the Schuylkill League meet on October 16th at White Birch Golf Course, and the junior high cross country team continues to impress and will be competing at the Schuylkill League junior high meet at Pine Grove High School on October 12th. The athletes and coaches have continued to work hard throughout the fall, and our teams have represented our school with class. Winter sports will officially begin on November 15th.
Wow, thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Transportation property, April?
Nothing new really, we just approved the purchase of a zero turn for our maintenance department. Hopefully that'll make your life a little bit easier. And that's really all we have right now.
Curriculum technology, Nancy?
I have nothing to report. I'm sure things are in the works, but they haven't floated to the top yet, so.
Budget finance? Anything to add?
Yeah, so the district did launch our budget, package to the administrative team this past, actually late last week. So we're waiting to collect the preliminary budget information for the district and prepare budget documents for the board. That process does take a time period of well into a month and a half to accumulate all the information. But that package was released. It is a little bit different than what the district is used to, because we just made some changes, and we've been discussing them with some of the administrative team on how we want information presented. So we can certainly begin to assemble information and present to the board in the near future.
Perfect, thank you. Representative reports, CCTI? No?
I was at the meeting last month. We're currently still working certain contract negotiations, and the JOC is heavily involved in that. Hoping to finish that up soon. I plan on going to the meeting this month. Other than that, everything seems good. They have, all their freshman slots are now filled up again from the sending district, so there's 50 freshmen there total, which is what the quota is. And, that's all I got.
CLIU 21, Barbara?
There will be a meeting on October 21st, so I'll be able to report on that at our next meeting.
PSBA, Billy's not here. Does anybody have anything for PSBA? I don't have anything.
Nothing to report.
Public comments. Suzanne, the floor is yours.
Well, first I
Could
want
you
to.
please stand at the podium?
Sure.
And please state your name and address.
My name is Suzanne Manstern. I live at 116 Buck Mountain Road. I first wanted to thank the administrator and also the vice principal for receiving my phone call and listening to my concerns, and also being, very descriptive and, regarding policy and whatnot. So that was really a nice welcome. I had some concerns with the recent event in the school, and I wanted to read something that I had prepared classroom setting as well. They have rights within their child's classroom. It is time to return the focus on providing our children with education they need to be successful in the real world, away from a fallacy-based agenda meant to force or condition their minds questioning what is fact or fiction. We are seeing an increase with this nationally in our schools in microdoses that pave the way for more extreme ideology that undermine parental rights. In my opinion, our children's classrooms are not a place for this white noise, rather education alone. Individuals and groups whose beliefs do not align with social conditioning that promotes irresponsible or harmful behaviors towards students often come under fire, which deter them from speaking out, as they are labeled racist, bigots, and unreasonable for affirming their belief that children should not be introduced to these harmful situations. Given an incident that has recently come to the attention of myself and others in this school, I feel the need to express my concern of this introduction to my child. I do not want her introduced to this type of behavior. I do not feel that gender or sexual conditioning is something at age 6 that she is biologically or intellectually ready to engage in. I reserve the right as her guardian. I also reserve the right to be aware of a potential harmful ideology to be presented before her without the ability to explain to her our beliefs, values regarding the subject in a classroom where she has no ability to lead, or if she or her family agree. I know several people will disagree and state that mimics intolerance, which surely is not the case. There are a large amount of parents who will agree that protecting their child's innocence is a top priority. I am not alone in my mindset. I strongly believe children are not equipped to understand or untangle adult connotations attached to this subject. In my reality, a true reality, the only thought at best at her tender age of 6 should be those of who she will play with at recess, or the excitement of an upcoming birthday party of a classmate. When I enrolled her here, we received a handbook outlining a code of ethics, rules and conduct meant to be adhered by all students, with consequences in the event any are broken. I have that here with me. I'm sure faculty and invited guests in any capacity are presented with the same. It would be hypocritical if we didn't enforce the same standards for students and adults alike. So what are you doing as a board to amend this policy in a tax-funded institution if this is the case? Title IX law exists to protect anyone from discrimination according to their sex or gender. The two terms have been socially constructed in order to manipulate their biological meaning beyond a point of flat-out insanity. They are based on an objective reality that many refuse to accept. Now, I ask this board and the administration, where do my rights as a guardian of my child and my child's rights exist in this school? If we are being made to bend to the delusion of that exists in a person's mind, why are we not afforded as parents not to participate or simply opt out? Parents can opt out of sexual education classes and standardized tests after all. I was informed that this isn't an option because of these laws. Information is protected, silently tucked away in a general interpretation of the law that clearly doesn't protect the rights of everyone. When I was in school, Jehovah's Witnesses were made aware of activities that didn't align with their belief and they simply left. Parents were given a choice to opt out. There's ratings on everything in society today, from food, TV, and movie content. We as parents make the choice to exempt our children from harmful material, which is the same foundation from which I'm speaking. The idea here in town seems to reflect, if you don't like it, leave it or move at times. It definitely exists, and it's unrealistic. Fix the issue, teach tolerance and kindness, but don't demand affirmation from adults and children that doesn't feel natural in their belief or that doesn't make common sense. I don't want my granddaughter to be part of an indoctrination that will stunt her ability to grow in any way, shape, or form that has not been provided to her naturally by God. I have two questions for this board. Is our school teaching these critical gender ideologies, theories, or that gender is malleable because because it makes my decision to homeschool much easier? My second question is, what is the protocol regarding potential interns? Do they attend a board meeting, or do they do a meet or greet prior to their attendance in our school? If I read the student handbook correctly, as far as students go, they are held to adhere. The board has the authority to impose limitations on student stress in school. It also states that the administration reserves the right to specify and make decisions regarding appropriateness of student dress. And if I also read correctly, the school district also has the parent's right to review the teacher's qualifications, which I'm sure all of you are aware. Now, my question to you is, given in fact this has, in a way, touched like the steps of our schools, what are you doing as a board to help ensure that this doesn't become an issue and that parents' rights are not superseded by somebody having hurt feelings?
Would you mind repeating the question?
I'd like to know what you're doing to make sure you prevent all this white noise from infiltrating our children's educational curriculum in the future. Because it's here, and it's going to continue.
And that part of it, I would emphasize in conversation. This conversation for us as a district didn't start tonight. Didn't start 3 weeks ago. This is a conversation we've been sharing with kids within our district now for some time. Kids that are listening to all of our conversations, to what we're saying, and how we're handling these issues. In terms of the specific questions, anybody who's coming into our building, whether it be our teachers or other people that come in via other institutions, are vetted by those institutions to the point that they have the ability to do those things. And then
So they have clearances,
They do.
which pretty much everybody has to get. I'm required with my job to have clearances.
Absolutely.
And I've also worked in several school districts who have also made it very, very known and strict that there's a code by which we have to dress, by how we present ourselves. What is the protocol? Did anybody meet? Do you meet interns that come into the school on the basis of even observation? Does anybody meet them, or do we just take the word of a college that they have their clearances, that they have?
Yeah, as I said, there's a vetting process through the colleges, where they're obviously part of what the agreement with us has to do with a moral standard, as well as those clearances, things of that nature. So yeah, there's a fairly rigorous vetting process that happens before they ever come to it.
And is the board made aware of this? Does it come to a board meeting?
There was a contract in June of this year that we all read through, that we all voted on, that dealt with this in terms of a vetting process and what our responsibilities are as a district and what their responsibilities are as a sending institution.
So the event that somebody comes into the school and they have their clearances, which is like common practice everywhere, and maybe his ideals or don't align with parents or anybody else, and given the fact that we are not entitled to the information, how does that align with respecting the rights of both parents and the person coming here? Are they upheld to a dress code?
There is a professional dress code in our school. And
Is it enforced?
Yes, and it hasn't been violated in the case that it seems that you're alluding to.
I think sometimes that's a matter of opinion, but it would be nice to see something in the future, policy-wise, that parents can be made aware, because particular, and I may come under scrutiny for this, but I don't want my grandchild to be subjected to this. If parents can be, let's put it this way, if parents can be, if parents could opt out of standardized testing, which obviously, you know, a lot will agree that impact the schools, you know, scores or whatever, funding and all that. And they can opt out of sex education and HIV education. Why can't parents be made aware of something that may not sit well with their moral foundation? My granddaughter doesn't have the ability to step out of the classroom. She's 6 years old. And for anybody that says, well, 6-year-olds, they don't really, you know, these kids don't have the ability, they don't care, they don't see this. My granddaughter's very observant. The connotation right from the mouths of babes, these kids are young. They don't have the ability to decipher
No, I would
these
agree with
adult
that.
situations.
You know, young kids myself, and it's amazing what they can pick up on and what they do understand and what they get. But I can tell you that I think I could speak for us as a group in saying that we appreciate you taking the time to come and share your thoughts with us.
Well, I appreciate that. I would like to see something happen because in the future, unfortunately, my granddaughter's going to miss a day of school this week, and that's going to reflect against her. And I don't think that's fair at all.
What I would add is, as we carry on our conversation, you know, certainly the input that we do receive from, you know, outside sources, and really wrong way to put it, our partners, within the community. It's part of what we discuss, you know, and obviously, as you alluded to earlier, there's guidelines in terms of what we can and cannot do. You know, so we try to take the concerns, the input that we get, whether it be at a meeting like this, or the phone calls that you alluded to, or any other public interaction. Obviously, we're out in the public too, and get to have those conversations on a regular basis.
But I hope there's some sort of happy medium where parents could be made aware of this, because unfortunately, it leaves a very gray area for parents to be able to decide whether or not an environment that is supposed to be exclusively for education becomes an environment where they have to start questioning the morality and their you know, their own belief system, and end up pulling the kids out of the school.
Those are difficult conversations, right, at home, within the school. And the fact of the matter is, we've got, you know, partners in the community that sit on all sides of that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I can't put it, I guess, any better than to say, you know, anytime we get this type of feedback, anytime we get, you know, concerns that are expressed to us, again, I always hate to speak for everybody, but I think what I can say in this case is, we do try to take that into consideration. And again, not just one side of the conversation, but all sides.
Agreed, and you made that very clear, and you made it very fair when we spoke as well, and it was very much appreciated, but I really do hope that in the future, you know, some of these sensitive issues do not, you know, supersede parental rights when it comes to deciding what is best for their children. Even, I mean, the school is supported by tax dollars, and I know there's more people than sit in this room that believe some of the same, but
Thank you.
I appreciate your feedback.
I want to say something too. Thank you for coming and speaking up. I appreciate that, because a lot of people will say things and make posts and everything, but they don't actually take the time to come. So I appreciate you coming in and voicing your concerns. I just also want it known, you know, yes, the board as a whole agreed and voted on this contract that we have with the universities to allow observers and student teachers and everything. However, when it comes time for them to come in, we don't meet them like we would if it were a teacher or another administrator or whatever. And the board does not vote on each person individually. So I just want to make that clear, because I think there was some misinformation out there stating that, you know, the board, meaning the 9 of us, agreed to this and we voted on this, which, yes, we voted for the contract, but we don't vote on the individual at hand.
I appreciate
I
that.
want that to be clear.
I appreciate it. And again, I believe the board should every school that I go into, I have to go in for a meet and greet. Every patient that I see, they have to be made aware. I have to dress appropriately. I have to carry myself with integrity. I have to follow the rules of the company that I work for. And if I walked into a home and I were dressed in a manner which wasn't acceptable, I'd be asked to leave. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Review of board meeting dates and calendar of events. Whether a school district board of education regular meeting Wednesday, October 9th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Whether a school district board of education caucus meeting November 6th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Whether a school district board of education regular meeting Wednesday, November 13th, 2024 at 6 p.m. CCTI joint operating committee meeting Thursday, October 17th, 2024 at 6 p.m. CLIU meeting Monday, October 21st, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.